What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a slight demonstration of how I wind up creating my ventilation holes for my breeder and my feeder bins and any other bin for that matter. So what I have in front of me right here is my soldering iron, and I have a little cover. So I'll be showing you how I do it myself. I find it a little easier than using a drill bit. The drill bits tend to crack the plastic. I think you could also use a hot iron to do this just as well. The soldering iron I got for like $5 over at Harbor Freight. I think they come in different excuse me, voltages, so I think there are ones that are hotter that will cut through the plastic even easier than the one that I have right now. All right, so let me go ahead and set this up and let me show you how I do this. All right, so as far as the soldering iron, like, let me go ahead and let me see. See, as you can see, it just punches through nice and easy. Hopefully this is in focus. I do recommend doing this outside because the plastic will create fumes. You don't have to leave it in the area too long. Once it punctures through, go ahead and pull away so then you're not continuing to melt. As far as the burning marks on the plastic, not too concerned about that, just because the only thing that I'm trying to do is create ventilation. Little tip is try to get as much ventilation going towards the edges of the cover, because as everybody notices, when the moisture accumulates, it's accumulating on the wall. So it's showing that the, I guess, condensation is building up towards the edges of the bin, obviously any surface that there is. So if you have good amount of ventilation towards the edge, then it'll work, right? All right, so along with that, the other thing that you can actually do is, let me get that in focus, right? Slowly but surely this thing can actually cut. You just have to run it along. I really hope that this is all in focus. Probably not. There you go. All right, there you go. All right, so instead of sitting in front of your plastic, sawing or drilling, I prefer to just take this outside and just go ahead and let it cut. Right, cut or drill, and cut or poke holes. All right, so let me go and show you again. Like, you just gotta poke through, make whatever designs that you want. Ruben Ayala, I think you're the one that wound up mentioning trying to create an instructional video on how to make the designs that I do with my bins, but this is how I do it. It takes a little bit of time, but you can get creative, make it nice. Excuse the background noise. Apparently somebody's doing a little upgrading. Well, yeah, so Ruben, excuse me, that is how I wind up making my designs. So, finished example, holes up top, big cutout here. Obviously, you're going to want to grab whatever mesh that you're going to be using. Look for a mesh that's that has small holes, so you know, to try and prevent any fruit flies from being able to get inside. But then you would attach it on the back, hot glue gun, and that's how you want it, or that's how I make my ventilation holes. You're also going to want to make sure you put ventilation holes on the side, on the side of the bins, right? 1 second, I need to unplug this thing before it goes all crazy. But yes, like as I mentioned, you want to do this outside because smoke will be coming off, and you don't want to do that inside the house. All right. So options for screens when it comes to the bins. These indoor-outdoor placemats, both this white one right here and then this darker material right here. I got both of those over at the 99-cent store, right? You can't go wrong with 99-cent store. Aside from that, if needed, you can go over to Home Depot, standard screen. This is a gigantic piece. I wound up replacing my daughter's screen not too long ago, and I have excess material. It's a pretty decent size. I don't know if you guys can see that compared to finger, right? So doubling up will definitely help prevent any fruit flies, gnats from getting inside, right? So yeah, once you guys create your cutouts and holes like once mentioned, and hot glue gun, plus you can kind of, this stuff right here is really easy to cut with scissors, so you can cut out exactly what needed and hot glue gun that stuff over to your bins. Just as I mentioned, same thing over here. Let me get that in focus, sorry. Oh, no. Well, what's going on? All right, better. All right. So as you can see, hot glue gun right here. This was my original bin that I wound up making. This was a harder type plastic that I got over at Michael's. I actually have an experiment that I want to do with this stuff right here. Right there, like that. As you can see, holes also right here. But yes, make sure you guys put cutouts on the side also. That way you can have air venting inwards and then going up towards the top. All right, okay, so that right there will wrap up this video. I have something on order. I did a $500 online order, and I'm going to keep it as a surprise. And I think you guys might like it. I'll do an unboxing on that one, and let's see what it winds up being. $500 mystery unboxing. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm pretty excited. But you guys have a good one. Appreciate you watching. Leave any comments below, and I'll be doing my next roach chow video where I'm changing up the ingredients. So hope you guys stay tuned for that one, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy.